Howdy. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. I feel like I've been living in survival hustle mode for the last few years, and the days just sort of go by so quickly. Like, honestly, it's August already. How crazy? Oh my gosh, like we're literally almost close to Christmas. Like, I'm not even being dramatic right now. It's so crazy how fast the time has gone. And it's just been hard to sort of like pause and be more present and actually enjoy life. Like, there obviously have been some awesome moments throughout the year so far, but mostly my life kind of just consists of work, YouTube, and just grinding. And it's probably because I have an unhealthy relationship with productivity and I enjoy being busy and doing stuff. It also keeps my intrusive thoughts silent. So hey, that helps. But I've been craving to just go away somewhere for a very long time and just really be more in the moment and actually enjoy life. And I just haven't had the opportunity all the time to do that. And nature has just always been this grounding space for me to just find some peace of mind and be reminded about how beautiful life is and how minimal our problems can be when we're so used to being consumed by them on a daily basis. And being in a different environment, breathing in some fresh air, and just being in the moment is something that I was craving for the longest time. So I'm super excited to share with you about my trip that literally changed my entire perspective. And this is not me being dramatic right now. Maybe it is, but hey. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're cozy, whatever you're doing, if you're in the car, on the couch, or on the beach right now. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me because I always enjoy hanging out with you. Let's get into it. If you think about the journey to bettering your mental health, it sort of comes and goes like the tides. 1 minute, you're journaling and reading and working out and being social and mapping out your goals, feeling super motivated, becoming that person that you want to be, becoming that girl, like they like to say on Pinterest. And the next thing, you're like crying in bed, dissociating on your phone for like 3 hours straight, and feel like your depression is slowly creeping back in. And you start hating yourself for feeling so down because you feel like you're broken or feeling guilty for not doing enough. And the thing is, that feeling doesn't mean all the progress that you've done has been for nothing. It just means that your nervous system is dysregulated, and the path to becoming your best self does require more than just vision boards and routines. It also requires a mindset that actually feels safe to receive good things, and also a space to allow yourself to feel so you can heal. That rhymed, okay? Heal, feel, the sun heals me, the moon feels me, and all of that. Honestly, you guys, why am I so embarrassing? Like, I get it. I know, I'm embarrassing and I'm cringe. So I'm in this in-between stage in my life right now where I feel like I'm welcoming growth, I'm healing. I've had to let go of people that no longer serve me. And it's been hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm slowly figuring out what I actually want and who I want to be. And it's a fun, interesting process, but sometimes I find myself in a weird mood where I'm like, oh my gosh, why do I feel like this? I feel so uncomfortable right now. I don't know what to even do with myself. I'm just in an era where I've had to deal with so many things on my own that I no longer feel the need to seek validation from other people anymore, where I no longer need people who don't really care about me and make my nervous system feel good. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a freeing feeling, okay? So if you feel right now super depressed because you feel really alone and you feel like you're dealing with a lot of this stuff in your life alone, don't worry, because do you know what comes out of that? Some strength, okay? Some grit. And when you get to that point, you start to look around in your life and take inventory, and you're like, oh my gosh, like if I could handle all of this by myself, I can handle anything. And that means that I don't have to tolerate people or tolerate things in my life that do not serve me. So trust me, keep going, okay? I went on a trip recently that completely changed my perspective. Like, I strongly recommend getting out of your normal routine and your environment for a bit so that you can find some clarity in your life and figure out what truly matters. So I went away with some really cool people, and we were just in nature. We went away for my friend's birthday and we were on a farm, like far away from home. And even the drive to get there was so therapeutic for me, literally just staring outside the car window, headphones in, with only mountains and mountains in sight. It's so weird if you have an active brain like mine, because it takes a second to like settle in to just having your thoughts start to race when you're away from the constant busyness of life and your daily routine, where you don't have to be constantly on all the time. You can just sort of like be. And we stayed in this big, beautiful farmhouse, very rustic vibes. Okay. We woke up at like 6 a.m. every day. We would go out and explore the farm, which was huge. I'm not even kidding. And we would stay out, like just exploring, walking around, hiking up a little bit of mountain, breathing in some good fresh mountain air, looking at the animals. And I honestly felt like I was in my Miley Stewart era. Okay. I was giving farm girl from the city. But honestly, just being in nature, the stillness, the mountains, the sky was just epic. It reminded me of how healing it can be for your soul. After exploring, like during the day, we would come back, have some lunch together, just relax. And then by the nighttime, we'd like sit by the fire and just have some drinks and like chat. And guys, I'm not even kidding. I'm sure you know, okay? But if you are someone that doesn't go camping that often, oh my gosh, the stars in the middle of nowhere just hits different. No light pollution, just open night sky, and so many stars to stare up at. It's my absolute favorite thing to do in life. Stare up at the night sky like I'm in some movie. It's magical and calming and peaceful. And after day 2 of going out and exploring the farm, I started to really be more present and think to myself, this is what life is all about. I mean, a few months ago, I made the decision to not be on Instagram as much. So I logged out from it and I didn't use it for like 3 months. And that decision just came from a mindset shift where I felt like I was posting for validation a lot instead of for myself. And then you're looking at what everyone else is doing and you're comparing yourself and subconsciously taking all of that comparison in. And it literally destroyed my mental health. Like I've literally explained this to you guys in a previous episode. And then something happened in my personal life where I was just like, okay, I'm done. I need a break from this and I need a break from TikTok and I need to disconnect and I need to really figure out who I am without being online all the time. And when I was on the farm all day, I got to really just realize the importance of enjoying life, not just existing, and feeling like I want to be able to do this more often. I want these kinds of memories. I want these types of experiences where I'm not consumed by the constant chaos of life or things that don't really matter. And it shifted my whole perspective. It allowed me to actually just breathe for a second and really gave me the motivation that I was looking for to do more things that make me happy and to push me to live a life that feels authentic to me. Because as I've spoken about before, I do have a very unhealthy relationship with productivity. And I feel like I constantly need to be doing something. And it's not because I need to do it. It's because I truly enjoy doing it and I like being busy. But it's a weird thing that I go through in terms of constantly needing to be busy and doing something and achieving something. And maybe it's, something for myself. I'm constantly trying to prove myself wrong or do better, improve myself. But sometimes it is good to just like take a step back and pause and stand still for a second and just take it all in and really just enjoy life for what it is. And going away just gave me the opportunity to really take a step back and not be in the mix, in the vibes of life all the time, and just really enjoy life and enjoy nature and what makes life so beautiful, When your brain is used to chaos, stillness can feel very scary. But after a few days, I felt myself settle, and in that stillness, I remembered what it feels like to actually be alive, not just functioning. And right now in life, I'm craving things that calm my nervous system. I want to be around people that calm my nervous system, not disrupt it. I want to do things that make me feel good. I've been doing a massive deep dive into nervous system regulation because, as you know, wellness has always been the love of my life since I was younger. It's always been something in my life that I can use to better myself through any shitty situation. Nervous system regulation, okay? I've done the research for you guys and I've made it super simple to digest. So basically, it's just, it's essentially the process of helping your body return to a calm, balanced state after stress or overwhelm or overstimulation. It's how we support our mind and our body in feeling safe and grounded and present. And your nervous system is like your body's command center. So it reacts to absolutely everything from a stressful email to a breakup to a beautiful sunset. So these are the two main sides to it, okay? You get something called a sympathetic nervous system, which means fight or flight. So this is your stress response. It basically gets activated when your brain senses danger, real or perceived. So think about it when your heart's like racing, you have shallow breathing, you're feeling on edge, you're anxious, you sort of like just shut down, you are reactive, or you feel totally numb. Then you get your parasympathetic nervous system, which is like your rest and digest, okay? This is your calm, grounded state, okay? The state that all of us tend to strive for, that peace of mind, that calmness, that zen. So this is when your body feels safe, your heart rate slows, your digestion works, you can think clearly and feel emotionally regulated. And when people talk about regulating your nervous system, they're talking about helping your body shift out of that fight or flight mode and back into a more calm and present state. And the reason why this matters is because you make better decisions, you are less reactive and you feel more grounded, you feel safer in your own body. You can actually heal, whether it's emotional or mental or physical. Some simple ways to actually regulate is deep breathing. So slower exhales usually help most. Cold water on your face, movement, whether it's walking or stretching or dancing, safe touch, like hugging yourself or holding a warm cup of tea, grounding exercises. So naming 5 things that you can see or hear or feel just to kind of like bring you back to that present moment when you're like spiraling. And also doing things that feel non-performative and present. And we live in a world that's constantly performing, and sometimes without even realizing it, we start performing our own healing too. But presence doesn't need an audience. Doing something only for you is like a quiet rebellion. It's telling the world that I don't need to share this to validate that it actually matters. It could be a walk with no music. It could be spending 2 hours slow cooking a meal that you're craving just because, okay? It might be dry brushing your skin while your favorite album plays in the background. The point is, it's intimate, it's unshared, and it reaffirms that your life isn't content. Your nervous system is constantly scanning for safety, and that safety comes from presence, not performance. So give yourself that. And when I was away, I would take like a lot of videos and pictures, and I kind of wanted to vlog the whole thing, but I actually didn't. I just kind of took some b-roll of like the view and all of that, because I also wanted to be in the moment and I didn't want it to just be like a content thing. So I did take a moment to really just soak up all of that beautiful experience in nature and being with all of those cool people. And it was so beautiful. Like, I was present and I was having a good time and I felt calm and relaxed and I felt like I was actually enjoying my life. And yeah, it was just amazing. And I was like hardly on my phone. Like, my phone was to the side. I was literally only on my phone when I had to take photos or something. That was it. It was beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So the thing is, healing doesn't always look like rituals or routines or self-help books. Sometimes the most healing thing that you can do is stop trying so hard to heal. There's this pressure in self-development culture to always be evolving, always confronting your shadows, always doing the work. But hyper-focusing on fixing yourself can actually reinforce the idea that something is wrong with you. You're not like some never-ending project. You're a person, and people need softness too. So let your healing be boring sometimes. Let it be watching reruns of the Kardashians. Let it be grabbing a smoothie after work and chilling on the couch for a bit. Let it be resting without having guilt. Your nervous system needs these slower, unimpressive moments because they remind you that you are okay. You're allowed to just be, to embrace that in-between stage where you are not too sure what the hell is going on. but you're just vibing through life. So I always used to think that you have to be feeling everything under the sun, and you actually don't. Sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do is decide that this isn't something I want anymore, or this isn't how I want to feel anymore, and you just move forward and you like have a laser focus on what you want to achieve next or where you want to go next, and that is what your focus goes to, that is what your intentions go towards. And just realizing that was like such a game changer for me, because I was thinking, oh my gosh, you kind of have to like feel everything. If you're feeling sad, feel it. If you're feeling happy, feel it. But the thing is, you don't have to sit in that all the time. Sometimes you're kind of just like over that whole sad girl bit and feeling down all the time, and you're just like, you know what, this isn't serving me anymore. This person is not good for my nervous system, so I'm just going to move forward and YOLO. So yeah, this little trip to the farm ended up being exactly what I didn't know that I needed. It wasn't flashy or dramatic, but it reminded me what it feels like to just exist without the noise. Like, I can't even explain to you guys, when we would go out and explore the farm and go for walks and stuff, the silence of the mountains was epic. It was beautiful. It was, oh, I can't even explain it. Okay, I actually miss it so much, I'm not gonna lie. But I wasn't doom scrolling, I wasn't obsessing over intrusive thoughts or spiraling or thinking about, oh, I need to achieve this, or I need to do this. I wasn't trying to fix anything about myself. I was just waking up with the sun, drinking coffee in the wild, literally vibing, feeling calm and good, getting dirt on my Vans, driving all day at the back of the farm 4x4, and breathing real air for once. And something about that simplicity just clicked. I didn't feel like I had to try to be calm, I just was. And it was such a healing experience. You know, the next day when I had to get back to work, I couldn't stop thinking about the farm. I was like, the peace that I felt, it just gave me a new vibe for life, okay? And I guess that's what this whole nervous system regulation thing is really about. It's not about a big planned healing moment. Sometimes it's just being around nature or being with people or animals that make you feel grounded, and letting life be quiet enough for your thoughts to catch up. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated, or like you're constantly chasing some version of peace, you're not alone. You don't have to go off grid or disappear to reset. Sometimes you just need a reminder that safety and presence are available in the smallest things. Anyways, thanks for being here. I hope this episode gave you a little exhale that you've been needing. Go do something slow and simple today, okay? It's Sunday. Enjoy yourself, even if it's just watering your plants or eating a snack in silence. You deserve a life that doesn't feel like survival mode all the time, okay? So thank you for hanging out with me. As always, I love hanging out with you. And guys, treat yourself today, okay? Go grab yourself a nice ice cream. Enjoy it. Go stare at the waves. Go chill on the couch for hours and watch the Kardashians. Do whatever you want, okay? Live your life on your own terms. I love you. And yeah, talk soon. Bye.